Well, gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Watch Market Update. Today, I'm also going to be talking to you guys too about all the wholesale groups that I belong to and watch groups that I belong to, from WhatsApp groups to Signal groups to Telegram groups to text groups to social media platform groups that I belong to, and also email groups that I belong to. But before I get into all that, let's go into my magical intro. Well, gentlemen, I'm back and I'm going to be talking to you guys today about all the watch wholesale groups that I belong to and watch groups that I belong to. That's right. I belong to many groups. I belong to a total of 75 watch groups and wholesale groups. That's right. Like I said before, from WhatsApp to social media groups to Signal to Telegram and so on and so on. And even email groups that I belong to. So I get a real good shot at seeing the way watches are going up and down, moving all over the place. But one thing that's really bothering me is that, I've been in observation of watching these groups. I've seen people now putting watches, like an example, putting a Rolex stainless steel oyster band GMT Sprite, and they're putting it for $23,500, and they're putting right away 7 minutes later the watch sold. I just want you guys to know that, that stainless steel oyster band GMT Sprite, don't pay, and I mean this for real, don't pay more than $19,000 for that watch. But they're putting it in those social media platforms and those WhatsApp groups and those Signal and all those groups that I just mentioned to you. They're putting it and they're saying 7 minutes later the watch sold. I'm not saying that every group is doing this. I'm not saying that every group is doing this. I want to highlight all those groups that are doing real good, and they're doing real good work with these, auctions and, groups that they have, wholesale groups that have to sell watches. But I'm seeing now that, a lot of them, I would say out of the 75% of the groups that I belong to, I'm saying that I would say a good 25% are doing that swing, that dance, that sketch, that they're putting a watch and 7 minutes later is sold, half an hour later is sold, or an hour later is sold, So that's one thing that you guys should be aware of. That's what's happening. Like I said again, I'm not saying that's every group that I belong to is doing that, but I would say a good 25% of the 75 groups that I belong to, that's happening, or 25%. So you got to be very careful with that subject. The other subject that I'm seeing is when they're doing an auction. The auction now is, they say an example, they're putting down your favorite watch, the Rolex Daytona John Mayer with the green dial. They're putting that watch for, an auction, they're putting it in an auction. And they started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it ends the next day at 3 o'clock, right? And now what they're doing now is they're extending it now to another 5 hours. They're extending it to another 2 more hours because the watch is not getting enough bidding on the watches. So they're extending the time frame on the watches. I repeat to you again, I like to repeat things, but I see that you guys are kind of, so I repeat it to you. I'm not saying that is every watch group that's doing that, but a lot of them are doing it, to, artificially, trick you into believing that the watches are going up in prices. Again, I'm not going to use the word the watch market is dead, but I'm going to tell you the watch market is critical, So they're doing all these tricks to you guys, especially to the ones that are doing all the bidding, the ones that belong to these groups, and they're buying watches from these groups. They're using now the 10-minute, I posted the watch and 10 minutes later it was sold. And, that's right, I put it up for $23,500 and it sold for $23,500. I got news for you guys. If you're looking to buy stainless steel Rolex GMT Sprite in an oyster band, don't pay more than $19,000. But they're telling you out there that it sold for $23,500. That's a sketch, all right? So be careful out there when you're looking at these groups, when you're looking at them posting watches for sale and they sell it in 5 minutes in the auctions. Also now they're extending the time, you know, because there are not enough people bidding on the watches, so they have to extend it and extend it and extend it. So be very careful. I belong to 75 watch group wholesale groups, and I'm not saying that every one of them are doing this, but I would say a good 25% are doing that. And I know people, I have 75 groups that I belong to. I know people that have 300 groups they belong to, 500 groups they belong to. You know, I got 75 that I look at, that I see, that I monitor. And there's a lot of sketch going on. So be very, very, very careful, okay? I hope this helps you out when you're looking at all these watch groups that you're looking at and all those platforms and WhatsApp and Signal and, you know, all that, you know, Telegram, whatever you want to call it, you know? Be careful, all right? They're onto you guys. They're tricking you. They're trying to trick you. So don't be dodo birds and don't be lollipop suckers. Keep your eyes open and be smart, all right? Now we're gonna go into the watch market update, all right, guys? Anyway, gentlemen, so I'm back with the watch market update. And our first watch that I'm gonna be talking to you about is the Atomas PK. That's right, the Atomas PK Royal Oak. You know, this watch at one moment that I'm gonna be talking to you was over $700,000. That's right, $700,000 in the secondary grade watch market. It's a platinum. It's the reference 16202. Unbelievable looking watch. They call this watch the Jumbo with a green dial. 50th anniversary. Unbelievable looking watch. Like I said again, unbelievable looking watch. You know, the retail price of that watch is $114,000. Like I said, it has a beautiful, beautiful marble-like green, you know, with black edges around the dial. It's an unbelievable looking timepiece. I mean, this is just an unbelievable looking time machine. And I really mean that. It's a 50th anniversary. And like I said again, it was worth, retail price was $114,000. Gentlemen, I got to tell you that watch went down to $500,000, then to $400,000. And I got to tell you, gentlemen, do not pay for that beautiful Atomas PK Royal Oak 16202 Jumbo with a green dial with black edges around the dial. Don't pay more than $230,000 and dropping. That's right, and dropping. Our next watch is the Atomas PK Royal Oak Stainless Steel Chrono 50th Anniversary. The reference number of that watch is the 26240. It has a blue dial. It's a 50th anniversary. Unbelievable looking time machine. Unbelievable. That watch was just over the 6-digit numbers. Over that, you know? I don't even want to get into that, but it was over that. And that watch went down to $80,000, $75,000. And I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, this is a watch that the retail price on that watch is $35,600. That's right. The retail price of that watch is $35,600. It's a stainless steel material watch. This is slider condition material watches that we're talking about in this channel. Slider condition material watches. That's right. And I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, don't pay for that AP Royal Oak Chrono with a blue dial. Reference number 26240 with a blue dial. Don't pay, and I mean don't pay. You do whatever you want with your money. I'm just telling you what I think you guys should pay for it. Don't pay more than $53,000 and dropping, okay? Our next watch is the Rolex Daytona with a meteorite dial. The Oyster Flex yellow gold. Yellow gold, unbelievable looking watch. The reference number is the 116518. This watch at one moment was over $200,000. That's right. Over $200,000. It's a boutique watch, you know. You're lucky you got it. I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, this watch, like I said again, it was over $200,000. And I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, today, do not pay. Do not pay for that Daytona yellow gold oyster flex with a meteorite dial. Do not pay more than $87,000 in dropping. You know why? Because the watch market is dead. That's right. The watch market is dead. And it's dropping more and more and more. Drop, more. Our next watch is the Rolex Daytona rose gold meteorite dial. Fully rose gold. The reference number of that watch is the 116505. That's right. The retail price is in the high 40s on that watch. This watch at one moment was over $285,000 at the peak, at the hype of that watch. But those watches are dropping faster than Bill Clinton's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. That's right. Gentlemen, I gotta tell you, don't pay. And I don't know if I told you the reference number again, but I'm gonna say it one more time. The reference number is the 116505. Don't pay, and I mean this, don't pay more than $108,000 and dropping. That's right. For that beautiful Rolex Daytona rose gold meteorite dial. Don't pay more than $108,000. Our next watch is the Patek Philippe 5811. Unbelievable. White gold. Unbelievable. This is the watch that took over the 5711. This is now the 5811 white gold. When this watch was introduced, they were talking about the watch is going to hit $275,000, $225,000, and so on. The retail price of that watch, of that Patek Philippe 5811, is $69,790. That's right. That's right. And like I said again, that watch was over $200,000. Ladies and gentlemen, don't pay. I mean, you do whatever you want with your money. You do whatever you want. If you guys want to keep on, like I said again, maintaining these Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market channels lifestyle and their go fast cars and their lifestyle, you can keep on doing that. Keep on being lollipop suckers and keep on doing it. Don't pay for that 5811 white gold. Don't pay more than $125,000 in dropping. You do whatever you want. But the secondary gray watch market is dead. Dead. Unbelievable but true. Our next watch is the Vacheron Constantin, the 4500. It's a rose gold. Unbelievable looking time machine. Unbelievable. Brand new. This watch, they're offering me this watch brand new. Fully stickered. Bubble wrapped. Everything. The reference number, like I told you, is the 4500. 4500V. And the retail price of that watch is $60,500. $60,500. I don't want to tell you what number that watch had, what price it had when the hype and the peak and all that it had. I'm not even going to tell you that. What I am going to tell you is, don't pay. And I got to tell you this too. This is the most, to me personally, this is the watch model that has the most beautiful blue dial in the watch game. That's right. To me, this is the watch that has the most beautiful blue dial in the watch game. But I'm going to tell you, and I already told you this, and I'm going to repeat it again. The retail price of that watch is $60,500. And I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, don't pay. And that's $60,500 plus tax. And I'm going to tell you, don't pay for that watch, for that new Vacheron Constantin 4500V. Don't pay more than $63,000 and dropping. That's right. Don't pay more than $63,000 and dropping. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. but the secondary grade watch market is critical. These guys are in, believe me, what I'm telling you, believe me. Okay? Our next watch is the Richard Mille. The Richard Mille RM11-02. Unbelievable. This watch at one moment, I'm not even going to tell you at the peak, the number that I had. I'm just going to skip. It went down to $500,000. It went down to $400,000. Remember again, this is the Richard Mille RM11-02 rose gold. Unbelievable. At this moment, the comps on that watch at this moment are over $300,000. And I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, do not pay for that Richard Mille RM11-02. Do not pay more than $235,000 and dropping, because the secondary grade watch market is dead. I know you guys are having a hard time believing that the watch market is dead, but it really is. The watch market is going through real big turmoil at this moment. It's critical, the watch market at this moment. I love watches. I have always loved watches. I'm addicted to watches. And my wife, for Father's Day, you know, she got me some watches that I don't know how she got it, because I couldn't get them. I was missing a couple of watches, and she got them for me. She got me the Mission to the Moon. Unbelievable. The Mission to the Moon. She got me this watch. Unbelievable, my wife. She's beautiful. I love my wife. She loves me. Unbelievable. She's beautiful. You should see my wife. My wife is beautiful. And she also got me another one here. Mission to Mars. I don't know how she did this, you know, but she has some poo. I think she's a whale, too. She's like a whale. So, going, I got a little Rolex, but I don't want to tell you still, because I don't want you guys to get, you know, I already told you that, you know, already the authorized dealers are calling me for the new model, so, and I got a new model. Look at that, huh? Look at that. That's the brand new Rolex Sky Dweller stainless steel with a Jubilee band and a mint green dial. Unbelievable, right? Look at that, huh? Unbelievable. It's incredible, you know? Well, gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed my watch market update and you learned something from it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my video. And folks, keep on sharing these videos, because, you know, they're hearing you. You know, you're the voice out there. You're letting them know that the watch market is dead. In a backyard pool and floating face down like this. So, gentlemen, take care, and don't forget to brush your hair.
Come on!
Yup, unbelievable, but true.
Come on!
Yup, unbelievable, but true.